interviews with Tasha K. Now, granted, I have not watched any of the interviews. Some of y'all in the comments right now saying he's going live. I'll say this. About a week and a half ago, Martell was blowing my phone up. And I imagine he was calling me and Tasha K at the same time. And when Love and Marriage Huntsville first came out, I was in contact with Martell. He wanted to do an interview. So, I spoke to him in the beginning. And the reason why I ended up not doing an interview with him, because I could tell the only thing he was interested in was a platform for him to destroy Melody.
What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville extra, honey. You hear one of my favorite YouTubers, honey, Mr. Funky Dineva. He gets to talking about, he rejected Martell. And, he didn't want to do no interview with him just so Martell, hook-headed HOLT, honey, could bash his ex-wife, melodyshari. Now, this comes as a surprise to a lot of YouTubers, to a lot of viewers on this platform, because, honey, we all know that Dineva, honey, he just don't see it for Miss melodyshari. So I think that this is good that Dineva turned that hood booger down, honey. Okay, cause he could have easily, you guys, teamed up with Mr. Martell, hook-headed HOLT, to bash and talk down on Melody and how she jealous of Tisha and Marcel's marriage. He really could have went on and on, honey, with hook-headed, but he didn't. Okay, that's character. Okay, Dineva, honey, is growing. What do y'all think about that, honey?
And I was like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to give you an opportunity to say everything that you want to say, but I need to ask you all the questions about Ariane and cheating and this. And he seemed to only have been interested in bashing Mel. I really wasn't feeling that, so it didn't happen.
So, honey, that Tasha K, she gets up in this, too. It's like, Tasha, girl, you got enough problems. Don't you, old Cardi, girl? Okay, Charles Cardi gonna be dead by the time that Tasha pay her that money. Okay? I'm serious, because Tasha K is doing everything but paying Cardi that money. But she get all up into the situation about how she wanted to tag team Dineva into, doing this interview with Martell. And child, I'm glad one of y'all got some principles, morals, values, ethics, decorum. We know, Tasha, you ain't got none of that. Okay? I don't know if you ever had it, honey, but any bit that you had, it's gone, honey. Okay? You are on the first floor. Okay, but yeah, Tasha K get to talking about how neutral she is and objective she is, when interviewing guests, and she don't take sides. You don't take sides, but Tasha, you throw jabs. So yeah, you be covertly trying to take sides. I see your ass, Tasha. Okay, you're a water sign like Miss Robinson. I see you, and I see what you do, girl. Okay, I think Tasha is one of them people where she thinks she is so slick, she thinks she's smarter, than the audience. But girl, we all see what this is. You don't like Melody? Okay, you wanted to, find a covert way to call her stupid, for talking to Ariane. Now, I did tell y'all that was not a good move on Melody's part. You are the wife. You are never to, go down to the first floor to talk to a hood booger about your husband, honey. You are to pay her dust, okay? Pay her dust. Don't give her no attention, okay? None. And we see what happens, ladies, when you give these hood boogers some attention. They start thinking they special. They start thinking they shit. Don't stink, honey. But anyways, honey, without further ado, let's play what Tasha had to say about all of this.
I'm about to make my point, so give me a second. So we have a platform that allows people to share their stories and not be, criticize. I mean, you criticize them, but like the platform is mostly for people who, who feel that they've been abused or have a story, and maybe some other national publication won't allow them to do that. Well, we're nationally Okay? And it's going to be even bigger here soon. Just bear with me here.
You not afraid of going to jail, Tasha? She is she is very bold, you guys. Okay, I ain't ever seen nobody like Tasha.
And so in reference to the Martell whole interview, I want to say this because I'm hearing that, Martell, and I literally just spoke to him. Shout out to Martell for having the courage to come on the platform to get dragged. Okay? That's his truth. Whether we believe in his truth or not, we weren't in that marriage. It was him, his wife, and his other woman. Okay? Period.
If that's what you want to call that heifer. Okay.
Now, when it comes to how the story came about, let me just say this. Martell, and this is the absolute truth, Martell reached out to me first. He asked me, Tasha, I need a man that can hammer me. He asked me that. And then he threw out some names. Now, yes, he made some calls, but this was supposed to be organized, and I was always the first and only one to do it. And whoever was going to join that was a male was going to be in the interview that we facilitated, that we paid for because we do that kind of thing. We have studios, microphones, we have a camera team.
You got all that shit, but you still ain't got Cardi's coins, girl. Okay? Like, girl. Tasha ain't got no shame. That's why Hook-Headed went to her. Okay? They both the same type of people. They see each other.
We have all of that for our guests, and we don't sit in front of green screens with no microphones hollering about, I declined an interview. So this is all I want to say.
Oh, is she trying to throw shade at Funky?
It's not up to me to turn down an interview that I know regardless y'all will want to hear, whether it's fuck shit or not. That's not why we built the platform. The platform is for y'all. And so if Martell is bold enough to get up and share his truth, whether y'all like it or not, that's for y'all. I'm not a gatekeeper. And why do we have platforms if we're going to gatekeep? And frankly, I thought it would have been amazing had we would have been able to tag team.
Ain't nobody trying to tag team no foolishness. Everybody see that man is a narcissist. He lied and cheated, okay, on his wife for all them years. He has no shame in his game. The same way you ain't got no shame in not paying Cardi. I mean, I'm just saying, birds of a feather do interviews together, okay?
That's all I'm going to say, okay? And so I'm all about unity. This is work at the end of the day. And I'm not about closing the door to y'all house. And this is no shade or nothing. It's just the truth. So as soon as we heard that information, I'm like, what? There's text messages to back this up. You were going to be a guest to oppose what he was saying. So he actually wanted you to be you. Whether you was Team Melody or not.
No. We, as the viewing public, are smarter than that. We know, and a lot of people know, content creators, viewers that watch our content, everybody knows that Funky does not see it for Melody. And that is why Martell Hook-Headed Holt really wanted Funky to jump in on that interview. That way they can all do some type of bash session. That is why he did that. He is in this competition with Melody. I find it to be very deplorable and very feminine. You're supposed to be a masculine man, but honey, you acting like a woman. Okay? You're acting like a hood rat, a hood booger. I love how I say hood booger. Hook-headed. Okay, that's what you're acting like. Like he is so feminine and did y'all see how he, sashayed across that stage? And, well, I'm gonna go to the back and I'm gonna get the paperwork. That was when he was down to the reunion. Just too feminine. Melody ain't got no respect for that man. She ain't got none. Like, you keep opening up your damn mouth. You keep doing all these stunts and shows, and she will never respect you. Men, I keep hearing y'all say that y'all want to be treated as masculine men, but you don't act masculine. You keep trying to one up. That's what sisters may do. But as brothers, you a man. You supposed to let shit go, get over it quick. Shit, okay? You only supposed to focus on what's important. And I just feel like he is so petty and out of control, and so child, Melody girl, I know you wish you had a different baby daddy, honey. Okay, shit.
And there were other names too. It wasn't just that person. There were other names. DJ Richie Sky, Tony.
He got morals, values, and decorum. Tony Gaskins ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna come down to the first floor. I at least would hope not, okay, to entertain this foolishness. It just gets to be a point where, like, girl, don't nobody want to talk to Martell because everybody knows that he's wrong and it's something wrong with him. Okay?
Hey, Gaskins, it wasn't just that person. So stop with the cap. But I have the production quality to make it happen.
But you ain't got Cardi's money. I mean, I'm just saying. I think I am speaking for all of us. Girl, you need to, stop saying what you got, okay?
All right. We in this to do content and provide content for y'all to watch. Not for me to personally gatekeep and pick a side, okay? Everybody know I don't pick no motherfucking side. And just like I told him when he came in, Martell Holt, nothing gets cut out the interview. So when you call back and...
Well, why is it all these virgins? Okay?
That goes for me and you. So you call back and say, I want this cut out. Now, we told you from the beginning, nothing gets cut out. Okay? So, and that's up to y'all. If y'all feel he lied, that's up to y'all. But please don't be asking me to pick no side. If I pick a side, I tell y'all. But even if I pick a side, I can sit down with somebody that I disagree with. I do it all the time. All the time. I cannot stand that person, but I will still allow them the platform to speak their truth, whether we agree or disagree. And that's what real journalism.
Girl, don't you dare bring journalism into it when you lack integrity, okay? When all Cardi asked your ass to do is to take the damn video down. And that would have prevented you from being in the mess that you in, okay? Like, it's just so funny that she got so much to say about this, okay?
Is about, okay? So, shout out to Tony Gaskins. Shout out to DJ Richie Sky. Shout out to anybody else that felt that they were contacted and phones were blowed up. Shout out to everybody involved. And most importantly, shout out to the viewers for y'all making the interview happen. Okay?
So, honey, I want to get some comments from the people, honey, because it's only right. So one person says, feeling and knowing he lied is two different things. If you are a real journalist, you do your research and push back on untruths. Yeah, she be up here lying, honey. I mean, I'm just saying. And you tell the truth. That's what they said. I'm reading it. Another person says, so what was the purpose of Tasha K saying all of this? Throwing shade at Funky for what? He didn't shade her at all. Tasha K really thinks she's a journalist. Yeah, she a journalist that owed, millions of dollars, honey, to Cardi. Another person says, this isn't journalism, it's a gossip column. I know that's right. Another person says, any woman who would want to be with him after this interview and his prior actions toward his ex-wife has to be absolutely insane. Yeah, that's why it was stupid for Sheree to try to date him. Okay, just Sheree always hustling backwards and doing whack stuff, honey. That's Sheree, honey. Okay, she know how to pick them. Another person says, you see, Martell is reaching out for interviews because he wants to be relevant. Nobody is reaching out to him, and that's because he's a nut. Yeah, he's a nut that's stuck in a rut. Another person says the interview was entirely fueled by desire for revenge. No interviewer had a chance against Martell. Tasha K secured her earnings. Now we navigate through the shock, keeping Melody and her children in our prayers. Another person says, I think she's lying. Personally, I think Funky, Dineva, DJ Richie Sky, and Tony Gaskins made the right decision not to participate in this bashing session. I think all interviewers need to cease with Martell because he is a time bomb waiting to explode. Tasha K allowed him to show her address and personal information. The lawsuit is coming soon. Oh, child. Another person says, whether Funky was up there or not, Martell wouldn't answer questions directly anyways. No, he lies. He lies a lot. Another person says Tasha K compared marriages in Africa to marriages in America. Her attempt to make AC and Martell's affair okay was an epic fail. There's no comparison. The traditional marriages involve two people, not one husband with several wives, period. And the other one, you know, she ain't even a wife. I mean, she just on the bench. I told y'all what she doing on that bench, okay? So, child, this is just a whole big mess. A whole big mess. That's all it is. Another person says, like Dineva said, Martell wanted to do a bash session. Every answer would have been twisted to make his ex-wife look crazy. Tasha keep acting like everybody is stupid. In regards to Martell, she did the interview for views. She don't care what anybody has to say. Funky does. The interview didn't sit well with Funky, and didn't he already tell Tasha to lose his number? This lady does not comprehend well. Leave that man alone. And on that note, honey, Miss Robinson is up out of here. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.